I bought a thing. I'm not gonna lie, this might be the dumbest thing I've ever bought. Alright, adjust the camera. It's not terrible. I can play Pokemon. I can play Pokemon whilst filming myself. I was just thinking, like, what about community days? I think the chest thing needs to be tightened down because like you're kind of bobbing up and down. But otherwise, this is just a fun time, guys. Hold on, let me try to tighten these straps a bit. Great footage, though. Great footage. I don't ever have to put the camera down. It's always on me. See how we're doing here, guys. This is like screwing up the chest mount so much because there's so much weight on the outside. What'll fix it is I just need something to strap it down here like that. Let me go towards a window or something. All right, y'all, let's deal with some news real quick. Adventures abound during the Harvest Festival event in Pokemon Go. Harvest Festival starts Thursday, November 7th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, November 12th at 8 p.m. local time. Event bonuses 2x candy for catching Pokemon, increased chance to encounter shiny Pumpkaboo. Mossy lure modules attract different Pokemon during the event, such as Alolan Executor, Snorlax, Pumpkaboo, and Smoliv. Pumpkaboo attracted to Mossy lure modules have a higher chance of being supersized Pumpkaboo than those found in the wild. We do not care. I don't care. I don't know, man. Supersize, has that really been that beneficial other than for showcases and junk? I don't know. Wild encounters, we'll see Otters execute Hoppip, Sunkern, Miltank, Zigzagoon, Bunnelby, small size Pumpkaboo, average size Pumpkaboo, large size Pumpkaboo, and Smoliv, all of which can possibly be shiny. Some trainers might encounter a supersized Pumpkaboo. Great. We'll have event-themed field research tasks. Pumpkaboo and Smoliv will be available to encounter when you complete field research tasks. Paid time research, $2 to the equivalent pricing of your local currency. You'll be able to access event-exclusive time research. Time research rewards include the following: 2 Mossy lure modules, 1 incense, 1 lucky egg encounters with Smoliv. Traders will be able to purchase and give tickets to any of the Pokemon Go friends that have achieved friendship level great friend or higher. Please note that purchase, including those that made trainers, are not. Okay, we know. Event-themed collection challenges are coming. Complete the collection challenge to receive Stardust encounter with Smoliv. We got Pokestop showcases. Be on the lookout for showcases at different Pokestops where you can enter event-themed Pokemon. They want us to check out the web store. Why? So you get a 15% discount for your first purchase at the Pokemon Go web store of $9.99 or more US. Fine, that's news for somebody. We also have a community update. So they made some updates to the community ambassador program. It's been growing swiftly. Swiftly, they say, sure. Welcoming 800 trainers from over 30 countries in the program, over 1.9 million players have checked into campfire events this year, joining fellow trainers in their community to celebrate Pokemon. We believe in the incredible power that our communities can harness to do good, which is why we are working with our community ambassadors to hold charity events such as donation drives and park cleanups across the globe during our November Community Day. You can find out what your local community is planning by checking Campfire for your closest event. Look at applying to the program yourself. Not giving y'all the free labor, even though technically, what the hell is this? You get a special check-in reward. On November Community Day, trainers who check in via the Campfire app to a community ambassador or club Campfire event will now receive time research that is only for these sponsored community events. This time research will allow you to choose a focus to match your interests: raids, battling, socializing, or catching, and it will include special Pokemon encounters and items to help you while playing. That's actually kind of cool, especially if it's like you want to pick socializing and you have to like go trade a Pokemon with somebody. I do like that. I do enjoy the thought and the idea. Just we'll see what the execution's like. You can now also earn an in-game medal by joining community ambassador events. Check in and play with your local community to earn the medal, then level it up by attending events. That's another achievement. I can't be mad at another achievement. Because I like achievements. Give me trophies. Upcoming Gmax events on October 26th, 27th, and October 31st and November 1st will also reward you with 800 max particles for checking in and joining your community to take down these gigantic challenges. That's a lot of max particles. That would be very freaking helpful, especially if you're trying to work on your builds so you can take down tier 3s. It's real costly. Not only do I have to fully power up things, you know, and have candy and candies excel for all of that crap, it's also costly to level up the max moves. Checking into a campfire event has never been easier with the new campfire integration. By tapping the campfire map at the top right corner of the Pokemon Go map, you can find local meetups, check in events, and collect rewards. Cool, Leo. Not mad at it, guys. So, during this Halloween 2024, we've completed the daily research. I just wish they would let me see what this stuff was. This is Pokemon Global News. Okay. Halloween 2024 Spirit Tube Challenges. Catch 108 Ghost or Dark type Pokemon. Make 108 Nice throws. Make 108 Curveball throws. Collect 1,080 max particles. Use 108 berries to help catch Pokemon. So that's what I did. So let's claim our stuff. First thing is gonna be Morpeko. Very nice. Bam. I'm not gonna fast catch Morpeko because this is probably gonna be my Pokedex Morpeko. Now that I think about it. Enter the Pokedex! Alright, sweet, we got a Morpeko. Great. Battle only form. Pokemon change form in battle. Yeah, I know, dude. Claim reward, is it a Frillish? This one I will fast catch. Q. Another Frillish. First cage. Ghastly. Rick Ghastly. Face cage. Last one. Sableye. Cowdit. Sick. And we get our Spirit Tomb. Do we have to use AR for this? I really don't want to use AR for this. Oh no, cool. Very nice. Actually, let me give you a pineapple. I don't know why I'm giving it a pineapple, but I got a pineapple. Got it. I like having both hands. It's the little things, y'all. Wow. It's not good, but it's a Spirit Tomb. And if we swipe over here, Galar Calling 11 and 19, we've completed this special research. Let's claim our rewards, all the XP. And we're gonna get the Super Rocket Radar. Bad news, Jacob. It looks like my suspicions were correct. This goes all the way to the top, Giovanni. We've got to put a stop to his schemes. And I know you're the perfect trainer to do just that. Go and show him what they're made of. I will, if to face the boss. Well, you finished 8 as Zygarde, 5 as 6. Me and Christine, we went on a couple walks, so. Let's claim our rewards here. 2,000 XP, fantastic. Welcome back, Jacob. You traveled 5 entire routes. Well done. That adventurous spirit is what makes you such a joy to work with. I'm sure Zygarde appreciates your perseverance too, and your efforts will be well rewarded. Its complete form, Zygarde, has enough power to overwhelm even Xerneas or Yveltal. Zygarde can radiate high-powered energy from the orifice on its chest. It uses force why you gotta use that word, orifice? Anyway. It uses force to neutralize those who harm the ecosystem. That's some good motivation for us to each do our part, eh? Even little things like recycling when we can. But I don't think we should need a threat to want to care for our surroundings. Exactly, Niantic. You should care about your environment and not make us all have to drive. To do G-Max rates. I mean, make them in person, for sure. I'm not complaining about the remote aspect of it. I'm complaining more about the fact that they're making it 10 to 40 people. That's all. I don't know if people are making a big deal about remote raid stuff. I didn't say nothing about that. I said that Niantic alienated a lot of its audiences with the remote raid stuff. I was real happy. If you look back at the videos, guys, when I realized that power spots were popping up everywhere, I had some like near work, I have some within reach of my couch. Those are great. I dig it. I dig going out and doing power spots and stuff. I'm just saying the 10 to 40 is dumb, that's all. And also, like, if you're gonna make it build based, you know, like in the actual games where you can build a team of Pokemon that are just specifically designed to take down a specific raid boss, you know? Give us stuff that takes a little more skill than just how much you walk. The max move leveling system, what it takes is a lot of grinding, a lot of raids, just to have enough candies excel for any of that stuff. Anyway, that's my take. Add something to it that doesn't involve just like having a ton of people to throw at it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I even mentioned this in the comments of the last video. It's probably not gonna take 10 people. It's probably 3 folks with the right build, the right teams will just be able to take it down. Anywho. What was I saying? After all, Pokemon and even trainers like yourselves do their best in a healthy environment. We should all work hard to make the world a place where everyone can thrive. I'll leave you with that thought, Jacob. Smooth travels on your journey to gather Zygarde cells, and let me be the first to know when you've collected enough to see its complete form. I'll be waiting on the edge of my seat. That's gonna be a while, son. Claim that stuff. Right. But yeah, those were my thoughts. I didn't think I was gonna stir up a controversy in the last video. It was great for me, honestly, because I hadn't seen numbers like that since before we were hacked. Because this channel hadn't really recovered at all since then. Maybe this Soruro will be shiny. Is it gonna be shiny? Not shiny, okay. Is it gonna be any good? Nope. But yeah, in general, that's my thoughts. G-Max seems like it's a little ill-conceived. That's all. Some people were upset, and they had some valid points of the fact that, like, instead of complaining about Dynamax and Dynamax 3-star raids, maybe I should do a tutorial or guide on how to do them. Unfortunately, I'm not the one to ask, because I haven't successfly done a 3-star raid yet. In the comments of that video, Ashif's, you might know it from Zionix videos, has made Legend in GBL 20 times. Had some very astute observations about the game. Gigantamax appears to be Xur erg-based. This is the issue: an entire system that could have been PvE skill-based and equivalent to skill, such as GBL, is being reduced to location-based perk. Period. It's basically saying that Gigantamax is however many people you bring. It seems to be based upon numbers and not skill, which is the issue here, especially for people who are playing in rural areas or people who are playing where the player base has shrunken substantially. Most of us, when we're gonna do a Gigantamax raid, we're gonna have to drive for a while to get to where we need to go. Coordination here would not be very feasible. Used to be a thriving community, but even here it would be kind of difficult to get somebody to do a legendary raid back in the day. Let alone something that they're projecting you're gonna need 10 to 40 people for. That's absurd. But yeah, we're probably gonna see someone trio it at some point. I always thought Pokemon Go is a ton of fun. I stopped playing for a while. I got back in. I'm having a great time. But what my concern was back even before the pandemic was that the game is getting stale and nothing really meaningful has really changed with it. Like, they added GBL. There are some players that are thriving there and playing on a level that I can't even comprehend. And that has brought new life to the game for sure. But all in all, especially now that they want to do so much of it in person, all we have are raids and trades. You know, we don't really have much else going for the game, and it hasn't really meaningfully changed. For somebody being there year one, the game has had graphical updates and gyms changed a little bit in how they function. And sure, new features were dropped here and there. All in all, it's still just raiding and trading. Like, we don't really have much else to do in person with each other. Maybe add something else, you know, give us more incentives to go out in person. And that was basically all I was saying back then. And I'm saying it again. We need more incentives. You want us to come out to massively multiplayer in-person thing, you gotta give us incentive. Beyond raiding. Beyond getting a Gigantamax Charizard or something like that. That's something else, guys. Add a dynamic to the game. Something like, I don't know, bottle caps. There's a ton of depth to the main game Pokemon games. There's a gold mine of things you could go through and figure out, hey, how do we introduce this? Instead of just being like, no, you guys just need to get out and walk and do the same boring crap the game has been doing since 2016. I'm not saying that it's like a hardship to go out and play. I'm not saying that I want everybody to play from their couch. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying give us more incentive to keep playing the game and innovate in some way, because there has been very little innovation and there's been very little communication. This ambassador program, that's fine, but I think most of us would prefer if Niantic actually listened to us and did something new with the game. Dynamaxing was exciting. We're like, yeah, it might be something new. If you want to double down on in-person, give us more in-person things to do. Is that too much to ask? This is probably going to get controversial for no reason, because I'm not saying anything controversial here, guys. I'm just saying, if they don't innovate, the game might die, and I don't want that to happen. I hope that clarified something. I don't think it did. Somebody's going to take that the wrong way. Either way, I like Pokemon Go. I want it to keep going, and I want them to add stuff for us to do in person, because you can't just tell people like, no, this is the way the game's meant to be played, and like not change any of it, not add anything meaningful to the in-person experience at all. It's the same crap. Community days, raids, trades. That's all we do in person together. We might battle each other. There's that. The PvP aspect is interesting, and it's like a new twist to it. Maybe give us meaningful IVs, not just those 3 values, or EVs, not Eevee the Pokemon, EV values that are kind of like invisible beneath the surface that give you a specific advantage in specific situations. And if you want to build a specific Pokemon to take on a specific raid boss, you either train them or you give them berries. We have a fraction of the amount of berries that are actually in the game, and they don't really have the meaning that they do in main game. And that's fine if you want to simplify for purposes or whatever, but give us more to do in person. That's the big thing. You want us to go out and explore, give us something meaningful to do while we're exploring. This is crazy. This is crazy that I'm hands-free right now. Kind of hands-free. It's sort of not the stablest right now, so I'm kind of holding on to it to make sure that it doesn't wobble too much. I don't know if you guys are seeing the wobble too much, because I think the optical stabilization is doing a pretty good job. We'll see when I dump the footage. This might be a waste of money, but I'm definitely going to use it this community day for sure. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Hit that notification bell, become part of the notification notification squad, be the first person to know when I drop a video for Go Live. And if you enjoyed this content, you want to support whatever it is I do here, go check out that Patreon link. Consider becoming a patron. Patrons get early access to the vlog, and patrons of a specific tier get access to a top secret Discord channel where they can help name the vlogs. We got Facebook, Instagram, Threads. I don't check X anymore because that's a dumpster fire. Links in the description down below. Do you like this dumb thing I spent money on? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.